Good morning. Thank you to the organizers for organizing this. I just wanted to talk firstly about where I'm from. I'm from the West Coast, from the Timberland territories, and tar sands are going to impact my people's territory if it goes ahead with the Gateway pipeline. So I have a direct connection with a lot of people having the struggles against the tar sands here. And I just heard that guy talk out about a lot of Aboriginals working up there. First of all, Aboriginal is a legal government term created in 1982. But the thing is that a lot of Native people are working up there because they're forced to. You know, they're not forced physically, but because of the economic and social conditions and the process of colonialism, they don't really feel like they have an option. You know, they don't feel like they have much of a choice other than to accept what's already in their territory. And I just recently met a family from up in the Fort McKay area. They're hunters and trappers. They live right in the bush, and they feel that not only is their lives at stake, like for their health concerns, like for rare cancers, all these kind of toxins they're exposed to, but their daughters and their family, their safety is on the line. You know, they're living right in the bush. They have to put up with all these toxins and all these explorers going through that area, and they're right in the path of development, specifically the Total Jocelyn line. So that's why people are, like Sierra Club, Greenpeace, all these people that are organized against tar sands are calling for a shutdown of the Total Jocelyn line, for the government to make an example of standing for their words, saying that they want to phase out toxic tailings, and make an example of Total by stopping that project in its tracks. That project only has 2.2 kilometers of tailings, but if you look at all the total tailings to date, it's 170 square kilometers. To put that into perspective, 170 square kilometers would put the city of Calgary in 1.5 meters of toxic sludge. The whole city, not just the urban area, but the metropolis altogether. Maybe it should be there, because if you look at the physical proximity of First Nations communities to toxic tailings and natural resource extraction zones, that equates to environmental racism, because you do not see major non-native settlements so close to mining sites. It's always First Nations communities, and that is a pattern that has existed for over 100 years in the creation of Canada. So that needs to be looked at, that needs to be exposed, and the government of Alberta and Canada, they need to be called out for that, because they're not standing behind that. They are in fact reinforcing environmental racism by continuing to let further tar sands development. That is why there needs to be a moratorium on these kind of projects, and to phase out and shut down the tar sands, in favor of what has already been said by previous speakers, for green solar energy. And I'm not saying to green capitalism, to greenwash capitalism, but for community-led developments, for people to rely upon their own initiatives to find the needs that they need for wind and energy priorities. So the one thing is that, you know, when these ducks died, there's over 2,000 ducks that have died so far that is officially documented. You know, that's a pretty high death toll. But why was there such an outrage on ducks when people in Fort Chippewa and Fort McKay are getting rare cancers? Cancers that you only see in a population of 1 in 100,000. And small communities like Fort Chippewa, it's only 1,200 people live there. But you see such rare cancers there. And there's no outrage because of that. You know, it lasted in the media for a week or two, but with these ducks, you know, the more and more ducks are dying, and in industry, Syncrude made more statements about the ducks than they actually made about people having cancers and suffering higher asthma rates, all kinds of physical debilitations because of these toxic tar sands projects. So there needs to be an outrage about that. There needs to be shut down further tar sands development, and people need to be educated about Indigenous sovereignty in relation to what's going on with tar sands projects. So that's all I had to say, and thank you again for organizers.